Welcome to episode 7. And is it just me that uses a small spoon to eat their desserts or their puddings? Apparently not. Apparently I'm not the only one. So, when you go out to a restaurant, you've usually got your forks and your knives and your spoons, and you might have 2 sets if you've got your starter and your mains, and you might have a teaspoon if you're having tea or coffee or whatever, but I would like a small spoon for my dessert, for my pudding, for my afters, for whatever you call that lovely bit of the meal that personally I prefer to any other part of my meal, or I did at least until I'm gluten free. Let's not go there. Puddings, desserts, afters, the nice, the sweet, the sickly, the cakes, the ice creams, the whatever you have. I know some of you will have a cheese board. That is okay. Except it is gluten and dairy and I'm not allowed it. But most of us will have some form of cake type, flan, pie, pudding with cream, ice cream, whatever, custard. And I like to eat it with a small spoon, a teaspoon. And the reason I do this is you then get more spoonfuls. Therefore, you can enjoy it for longer. You feel like you're getting more. I know this is sometimes done in diet things. People say, use a smaller plate so you get a smaller portion, use a smaller spoon so you actually feel like you're having more even though it's the same amount. I have always used a small spoon. My father, I believe, still uses a small spoon. I think he still uses a small spoon for cereal, but that may be taking it too far. But if you enjoy something, you want it to last. If you use a big spoon and it's gone in 3 mouthfuls, what? No. Use a small spoon. Savor it. Have more mouthfuls of the thing. The cake. The eaten mess. The lemon meringue pie. The apple crumble. Whatever it is. Chocolate, fudge cake, sticky toffee pudding, jelly and ice cream. Whatever. Is it also me that doesn't understand why I'm lefty? I'm a lefty, left hand. I still put the fork in this hand and the knife in this hand and stab, cut, eat. When I have my main meal, I do have a knife and fork. I don't use a small spoon necessarily for my main meal. But then I know there are some people who are right-handed but do it left-handed way. I'm left-handed, but both my parents are right-handed, so I do it the right-handed way. But also how you hold it. How do you hold your fork? When you sit around the dinner table or you go out with friends, have a look and see how people are holding their fork. Some people hold the fork, and I've seen them do it, where they hold it in a grasp and they've got their thumb along the top to push the fork in, like prongs down to then cut. Some people will hold it more the other way, so it's the prongs up and use it like a spoon. Have a look. Really confused me in one restaurant where the handle and normally you have the handle and the knife is all flat. This didn't. It had the handle and then the knife blade was on an angle to it. Awesome. Also the shape of spoon. This is going more to the ADHD, autism and the sensory side of things as well here. How a spoon feels in your hand to use it. Yes, cutlery, really interesting. Have a look next time you're out or you're eating with another person to see if you hold your knife and fork and use your knife and fork the same as them. See if they're left-handed, right-handed people. See if they use a small spoon for their dessert. Is it just me? Cutlery, eating, interesting.